Good morning, party people. Hello. Hello, it is me. It is I, Randy. I'm going to have a little mini Cliff Bar, and then we're going to get this party started because y'all know I got blood sugar problem. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Rosanna. Hi, Deborah. Hello. Good afternoon, Anita. Hi, Leslie. Good morning, Debbie. Hey, hey, hey. Hi, Gloria. Hi, Mary. Hello. Hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button. It's free. Good morning. Maisha. All right. Yes. Good morning. Hello, Sydney. We're all getting logged up. I'm going to have to go get my other phone and turn it on. Don't disturb. I don't even know where it is. It's probably in the kitchen or something. Let me go see. Who's texting me? Kennedy. Just girls. Okay. She said just the girls are going to the wedding shower on the boat. Okay, do not disturb me. She sent me a thing yesterday for something that's going to happen on the, 5th of August or something. You couldn't find yours either? Your phone? Right. Okay. I'm going to just have a little hand sanitizer. Good morning. They're always in the oddest places. That's true. Okay. What? Michael just being Michael? What are we eating? We're eating Cliff Minis. Snack size energy bars. I don't know if this is helping because I had 3. All right. Shall we? We are here to discuss the Dollar Bead Box. Now I have 2 Dollar Bead Boxes because I'm behind. So let's see. We want to start with this one probably, which I believe to be June. Good morning. Yuck. No, not for it? All right. Here we go. So, Dollar Bead Box, dollarbeadbox.com. If you are unfamiliar, dollarbeadbox.com is bead subscription. Comes to your door once a month. It's $19.50 a month, and you get beads. Moral of the story. I put a link in the top of the chat. Is this on live chat? Yeah, it is. Up here in the top of the chat, I put a link to Dollar Bead Box where you can go and learn about their subscriptions. They have like a 1 month, a 3, a 6. And then you can get up to a year, and then you can see about their memberships and all that good stuff. So, anywho, we're going to jump into this. So, I also get this is for June. So, I also get the bead bag, which is an additional cost. And the bead bag always comes with 3 and 4 millimeter strands. I want to premise by saying that they do send this to me for free as an advertisement. I do not pay for my own box. However, I do like it. I like to use it for earrings and bracelets, mostly. All right, so here is our 3s and our 4s. So it looks like they sent the red. Sometimes they send 2 that are like the same color but in different sizes. This one is different though. They're not the same. But okay, you have my attention. We have a green, orange, pink situation happening. This is what we got. This one is for June. I am behind. So I'm not going to read this because it's just going to tell me everything that's in there. And I like to be surprised. Okay. Let's take a look at these bad boys one at a time. Zoom it on in. Okay, so first of all, I have actually ordered these little chains from Dollar Bead Box before. I got them in blue, and I just like them because they're perfect for like a bracelet. All you got to do is add your little business, and you're good to go. Quick and easy, which is probably what I will do with this one. Hi, Charlie. Good morning. The Czech glass on there that's already rosaried up. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Looks like we have some strands. Let's get those out here. Ooh, what is this? This must be a little tiny. Is this peridot or jade? Let me look with my eyeballs. It's very small. Good morning, Jefferson. Good morning, Rose. I'm gonna go with jade, but we'll have to double check the doings. Yeah. But it's quite long, 15 inches, very teeny tiny. These are very teeny tiny. Okay, here's the other strands that they sent. So it looks like we got some glass bicones, some fire polish, some pearls, which I'm assuming are Czech. So they got the Czech pearls have that good coating on. They're not gonna like be wonkety woo. And then these little tiny fire polishes in the same color. Oh, I see. They gave them to them in like the box instead of in the bag this time. That makes sense. So those are nice. I love some green. Where's PK? Good morning, PK. Did you see all this green we got going on over here? I remember that video. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. So those are the strands. Looking pretty nice. All together, we've definitely got a colorway going on. I don't know what it is yet, but maybe it's, I don't know what it is yet. It's cute though. Yeah. All right, we'll go through these one at a time. Here we have a little toggle. This little heart and key one is cute. I am from the 80s. Oh. Transmitting every other word is to just me. Me? I'm only transmitting every other word? Hello, good morning. PK says green. I also got a video of Gloria. I think I got it for Gloria. I'm confused. This is cute. It's a little, just a little toggle. I think that would be cute on a bracelet. It'd probably be cute on this one if it was, I mean, you could still use it even though it's silver. I would. We'll call that a mixed metal design choice. That's what we'll do. This. What is this? This is just a onesie bead. It's a little focal bead. It's a Czech glass of some sorts. I don't know what it is. Good morning, Mary. Oh, Michael, he was quoting a song. Oh. These ones here. Little Czech glass flowers. Those are cute. Donut hole style in the middle. Those would make a cute button bracelet end as well. So you just take a little bead, maybe one of these little Tinker Totters, and you just put them in there, and then you can make a button. Boop. We might have to do that. That'd be cute. You could do it for earrings too. We have two. We'll figure that out. We will figure it out. I'm glad someone got it. Well, if you're counting on me, you're counting on the wrong one. I don't know anything. TK is usually in charge of all that. What is this? Does have texture on them? They're red. I don't know what they are. They're glass. These we've seen before. How come I only got 3? Hello. Hi, Brandy. These we have seen before. We've had these in numerous different colors. Usually we get 4, but we got 3 today, I guess. So that's what we got. We'll have to get creative with that. These are little Czech glass guys. They got a little etching on them, little tubes. These we've also seen before from Dollar Bead Box. These ones look like they may have been dyed. You can tell around, well, maybe on this one better. Around the hole, how there's a darker staining. So I kind of got like a little pink going on. There we go. Yes, if you do a thumbs up, it helps the channel. You are correct. Oh, whoa. Oh, this is a half drill situation. I was like, wait a minute. Hold on, Carol. I'm confused. Yeah, half drill situation. See? Boop, boop, boop. Now, what are we going to do with that? I don't know. I'm not sure what we're doing here with this. To be determined. Hi, Beth. This guy's here. Oh, these are like miniature little ladybugs. Little miniature ladybugs. Okay, if there's a theme, I don't got it yet. Does anybody got it? You might even know it because somebody already has this. Maybe it's early. I don't know what's happening right now. Okay, these guys here, little sugar skulls in green. I like sugar skulls. Those are cute. Czech glass sugar skulls. Oh, your phone was acting up? That's probably phone business or Wi-Fi or something. I just switched over from the phone to the iPad. The transmission is good. Oh, good. Ooh. Some super shiny crystals. These guys are Chinese crystals with the like luster that goes all the way around the bead instead of just on one side. We've got a little rose bead. Little rosebud. Okay, so it's a garden. We've got a rose. We've got this thing that looks like a mushroom. We've got a ladybug. I love those crystals. Yeah, they're pretty good. Then we got some tulips in red. Tulip tops. Now, we've made earrings out of these tulip tops before. They were purple. Although they didn't provide any leaves this time. Okay. So, this is Dollar Bead Box. Get it all in here. For the month of June. So, you know, we're behind. But here we are. Okay, so this is the deal. Let's see what it says. I guess it's a garden. Let's see what they say. It says June 2025. A freshly picked colors for a lovely start to summer. This month's box is inspired by a simple beauty of June. Blooming petals, ripe berries, and lush green leaves. We're gathering a mix of pinks, reds, and greens to spark your creativity and celebrate the season's charm. Okay. Isn't that a mushroom, a rose? This one? Or this one? I said this one looked like mushroom when it was standing on the little thing. I want to see, what are these? 2mm dyed jade. Okay, so I was correct in saying that these are little jades. And it looks like there was an option. There could have either been little tiny rubies or little tiny jades. We got jades and a 14-inch strand. So there we go. I chat a lot. If I bother anyone, let me know. It's the mushroom rose. It's from my generation. Okay, so I don't know. What do you guys think? How are we feeling about it? This I think we'll make a bracelet with. This is cute. We like this. We could make a bracelet with this. Just quick and dirty, you know how we do. Like that. We could put let's put one of these little tulips on there. As a matter of fact, we could put all these tulips on there if we wanted to. I don't know that we want to. No, I don't think we do. But they would match. They would match if we wanted. We could put this rose on there. Jingle all the way. I think that's cute. This is not the same color, but it would be cute. A little ladybug, a crystal. We'll make like a collage-y part. I think I'm gonna have to go with the tulip. I was gonna go with this rose, but now I'm gonna go with the tulip. Put one of those over there. We gotta have we must have a silver whatamajig rolling around here, right? Huh. Here, we got a hook. We'll just use a jump ring for the other part. Alright, so there's a project. Guess is as good as mine. Skulls are because we are all dying from the heat. Oh, maybe? I'm not sure. So we'll do this. We'll do this as a bracelet. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. The crafters be preparing for Halloween. Yeah? These are green. Just throw them in there. Okay, nobody will notice. Yeah. Let's put them in there. Nobody's gonna care. These guys, they're so tiny. Look how tiny these are. They're itty bitty. I love me some jades. You know I do. But they're so teeny tiny. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. But I do want to make these into little either buttons or earrings. I guess I could do if we use string. Okay, stay with me. If we use string, we can crisscross applesauce them, yeah? And we could crisscross applesauce them until we had to knot, and then we could knot them with these and these and these and a couple of little ladybugs, and by the time we got to the end we could use this guy and that'd be cute. And yeah, we'll call that a day. Okay, so that's going to be a bracelet. Crisscross applesauce bracelet with Ceylon string. And it's going to be crisscross applesauce just on the flowers, and then we'll do knotting on the rest of it. Good afternoon. What is happening right now? Makes sense. Finding a community. Still rising. Oh. 103 degrees here in California. Hi, Rose. What's going on? Why do you keep getting blocked on YouTube? Because you talk too much, or what's the deal? I have questions. These little guys, I think they're cute. I mean, I don't know what they're doing in the spring box, but we're gonna make it work. I do like their finish. I'll be honest with you. Let's see. Do earrings? Question mark? Obviously. Okay. My husband made breakfast and brought me a plate. Ooh! Go Rose's husband. We appreciate that. Hello, Marianne. Yeah, do you do beading? Do you do the beading? I don't know if I want to make those into earrings like that. I don't know if I want to use those. I think I like to just use a couple of these and turn them into earrings. I don't have to use those. Do I have something that'll be broken apart? No. Interesting, interesting. Sorry, I'm talking to myself over here. I want to use this as a focal. Maybe I could put it with this flower. No, it's too big. He's a keeper. No, you can't see. Oh. I don't know what we're doing with that. Okay. Well, focus. I want to put, okay, I'll put these little pinks together. Let me straighten this out. You go over here. You come here. You go over here with these guys. Because we're color coordinating. I don't know what's going on with these. This goes over here with this. This, I don't know what I'm doing with this. We'll figure that out later. These go over here. And this one over here, I think. All right. So, ooh. Starting down here, I think we do little flower earrings. We're gonna need some leaves. We gotta get some leaves. We'll get some of these little green jades. I don't know if they're gonna fit, but we gotta get them in there. Ooh. Do you have any pets, Michael? Yeah, we gotta get some Czech glass leaves for these, but I'm gonna put them in there. Because otherwise the proportion's gonna be off. We'll see what we can do. See what we can do. Okay, there's that guy. So we're up to 3 projects already. We haven't even opened our second box. Okay. I don't know how I'm feeling about this one tulip. I'll put him in the strand. I don't know how I feel about that either. Okay, this is going to be a necklace. You had pets, but they passed away. I'm sorry, your pets passed away. This is going to be necklace doings. And these guys here, also necklace doings and a bracelet. I think what we do is we turn one of these guys into a pendant. And then we turn one in for the bracelet. I think this one goes on the pendant. I don't know how this wire wrap situation is going to go. Some kind of way. And then we'll have to get creative. At this point, it's just like a bunch of beads. Say a bag. Oh, that one. We'll just put this in here for now. And that's what we're going to have. These little tray things, I got them from Amazon, and I got them to put inside of my colorful drawer stack, because one of them has drawers, and then I just thought I would try these because I have Amazon review, so I can get them for free, so I got them. I haven't got them in the drawer yet. Once I do, I'll let you guys know if they're worth it. Okay. More containers. They were free, Gloria. They're free containers. I'm just trying to be positive and upbeat. Well, that's good. Well, we don't mind if you're here as long as you're not doing the most and being nice to people. You have to be nice. Those are the rules. All right, so here we go. This is all the box of June 2025. So this is just supposed to be for summary business from Dollar Bead Box. Right? So we got a couple of projects. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, technically maybe 6 or 7, depending on how this works out. But sometimes when I don't really know what I want to do, I just put the colors together, and then once I get there, I'll probably have a completely different idea. You guys know how it is. I'll probably have a completely different idea by the time we get there anyways. This, I don't know what we're doing with this. I'll put it in here so I don't lose it, but to be determined. So that is June. Free is good. Yeah, we like free. So I have to review them. They came with a whole bunch. I think it's like 26 pieces or something. I don't know. I will say they're smaller than the normal ones, which is why I got them, because I'm talking about my colorful drawer. These guys right here, you know? These guys. And they're really shallow. So we'll see. We'll see if they work out. Okay, so we're going to move on to the second box. I'm going to have a little sip of coffee. And we got the second box, which I believe is July. How about ring with the biggie? What? How about ring with the biggie? I am 61, so that is a generation and we respected others and ourselves. Yeah? Good morning, Thunder Chatters. Good morning, Ruth. Always nice. Well, that's good. I also got this ring from Amazon review yesterday in the mail when I went to go get my mail. It has 2 hearts, I don't know if you can see. And they're both purple. Who can guess what that's for? And it's supposed to be sterling silver. That's pretty good. I ordered it at, I think, 11 because I got big old fingers. And so I'm glad that fits. Is it amethyst? It is amethyst. I think you need 3 amethysts in there. Yeah, you're not wrong, but they were only offering 2 because baby is also an amethyst. Baby is also. So this one's for me and this one's for Jefferson because we're both born in February. And we're both Aquarius. And our baby was born in February as well. But in the ring option they were offering at the time, they were only offering 2 birthstones. So I guess it could be for me and for baby, or for Jefferson and baby, or for me and Jefferson. All right, here we are in July. Ooh, I feel like I'm super zoomed in. Too zoomed in. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom. It's raining here a lot. All right, What do you got? Ooh, it's blue. I'm super excited. Mom, Dad, and baby. Yeah, I think so. I don't read those because I don't care that much about the color names. I'm like, they're blue. Blue to blue to blue. Look at all these blue ones. Oh, I love blue. I mean, I think everybody likes blue. That's more relevant. I think that everybody likes blue. I'm not saying that's true. I'm saying that's what I think. I get it when I get into a rut. Pretty soon everything I'm making is blue. But look at the blue. So good. Okay, so this is supposed to be for July. Again, I'm not going to read this because I don't want to know what it says. Oh, yeah. Thank you all for your kindness. You're welcome. Maisha likes blue. I mean, I do too. But sometimes I just get crazy and then everything I make turns blue. Let's push this aside. Let's pull these strands out, see what we got. Again, I don't know the theme, so I'm just kind of trying to figure it out as we go. Ooh, these are fun. Okay, have a good day. These are really pretty, these ones here. I like these. These are all really fun. Okay, let's take a look. So these are all Czech glass, in case you're wondering. These look to have like a teal with a Picasso on them. Looking very pretty. These ones, we've not seen anything like this from Dollar Bead Box before, to my knowledge. We have seen a bigger, rounder type that's red, but not this, so that's interesting and fun. This one's kind of a mixy mix. Fire polish mixy mix. Let me crab here just once. Dollar Bead Box for June weighs less than 3 ounces total. Ruth. Is that this one? No, that's the last one. The pink one. This is like an opalite. I love an opalite. I guess it's kind of a, no, I take that back. It's more of a blue. When I had it in my hand, it looked like an opalite. Am I a crazy person? You're welcome. Have a good day. These are cute. They're so small. You know, these would go really well with our jades because they're about the same size, about 2 millimeters. And then we got some baby blue bicones. So there we go. So this is what these guys look like. Came in the box. And then this is the extra bag. So here's what we got going on so far. Hi. Hi, Barb. You overslept. Oh, my. So that's all the strands. All right, take a look at these. Oh, now we've seen these before. This is Dollar Bead Box for July. If you're just joining in. Now we've seen these before. These are the little, whatamajiggers. What do they call them? Pyramids. And they're double drilled. There you go. I'm sure there are blue hearts out there, but I also think we're programmed to like blue because of our genes culture. Well, that could be, I guess. Ooh, these are really little. Okay, I'm not going to take them on the bag because I don't want them to get everywhere. There's some little blue drukes. Czech glass drukes. These guys, now I believe we have seen these, if not these exact ones, some similar ones before. These are glass. They have electroplate on them and what appears to be, is this the Star of David? I think it's supposed to be like a random geometric, but I think it's the Star of David. Well, the extra bag would add to weight, maybe an ounce. Well, the shipping's free. Ruth? Or you just think it should have more products? Is that what you're saying? My sister's birthday was the 11th of November. It's not November. The 11th of November last year? Some little teal drops. Tealish blue. More products. These guys. Oh, now interesting. Usually when we see these, they're double drilled. These ones are single drilled. But they'll be cute for making little charms. Okay, I'm excited about that. I wish I had some little teeny, really thin jump rings and I use them as charms. I'll see if I do. Not right now, but like, you know, in the future. What's this? Well, I don't know. I mean, I think the products, given that most of everything is Czech glass, I think it's a pretty good deal. These guys here are ammonites or spirals, and I love that. Are we going C? Is this the C? I haven't got it figured out yet. Got some flowers. Oops, sorry. Little flowers. They're double-sided. Oh, and I love these spirals. I actually have a whole bunch of these that I'm going to post up this month. They're not this big though, because I love these. Because again, you can like take your little bead strand, and you can like dangle down, and you could be like boop boop boop. No, let's go like this. Boop boop boop. Right. And then they just look cute. So the ones I got are smaller, so they would be like more in line with like the size of the bead, to be more kind of, I don't know, dainty if you want to say that. But I think they look cute. I do like these. You can use these for earrings. I like these a lot. But you know me, I love a spiral. Anything with a spiral, I'm in. Okay, ooh. So we've got some textured pearls. They're not real pearls. They're Czech glass pearls, but they're quite nice. They're large. The Czech glass pearls have the good coating on them, so they don't get scratched and stuff like the regular glass paint ones, which is good. So I like those. This is really cute. We've seen a similar bead like this before, a large flower. This one is a light blue with like a copper paint patina. We've seen, I think, some pink ones like this, but this is cute. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, having all the fun. What is that? Is that a cat? What's the cat doing in my sea? This is a cat, right? Oh, sorry. This is a cat. It's kind of a funky looking cat. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I thought we were going ocean themed here, but I guess, I don't know. Wait. Oh, and there's a butterfly. I'm way off. I'm not in the ocean. I don't know where I am. It's pretty. We got butterflies. Czech glass butterflies. I am. I'm in Nantucket. I don't know. Okay. That's it. You're doing great, sweetie. You know, cats are frequently on board. Oh, on the ship? Okay, maybe we got the cat on the ship. Okay, I'll go with that. Still waiting for the cardiologist to read the report and call. Jeepers creepers, Rose. What's that guy doing? Good thing I'm not talking. Yeah, well, good thing. Good thing. All right, so it says July 2025. The past June has certainly been a month of extremes for weather, news, and life in general. That's why we thought for July, needing some soothing, relaxing colors to bring some calm back into our lives, the only thing we seem to have left out is the cool breeze. The cool breeze. They've left out the cool breeze. So it is oceany. It's calming. It's ocean. The ocean is calm, I think. Let's see if this is a cat. Is it a cat? Pewter cat. It is a pewter cat. Okay. Well, Carol. Sleeping on the job. The ship of fools. I think it's ocean. I still think it's ocean regardless of this cat. Let me just move this cat out of the way. So, there. Now I think you could have butterflies floating on the breeze. Could have some flowers on the bank. Maybe it's not the ocean. Maybe it's the river. Maybe we're at the river. We're bank fishing. We could bring our cat bank fishing. I've done that. Do you guys remember Chickabob? Chickabob was an orange and white cat that I had years ago. You guys probably don't remember him. And I used to take him to the river with me all the time. I think he got eaten by an eagle. Maybe you are on the coast watching the ocean. Oh, that's a good point, Tammy. Now, here's the deal. There's lots of fun stuff in here that we didn't have in the other one. For designs and such. Like, okay. We got lots of strands. So we could do this multicolored strand. I'm going to say no to that. I just want to do like a regular. These three look nice together. Get out of my way. Okay, so these three look nice together, and we got pearls. Make a pattern. We mix it up. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. We can make a pattern. We mix it up. We can use these spiralies. And then, no, it's not what we do with those. We got to use these guys. Yeah. This is going to be like the hanging down necklace doings. We could do a focal in the middle. Do I want to do a flower here? I like this flower, but I don't know that I want it here. Do I want it here? This is kind of the only one that makes sense with the large pearls. So I'm going to say yes to that. I'm going to grab up one of these little tiny fire polishes in like a neutral color because we might need it for length. Put it there, and that's going to be a little necklace. And then let's do some light blue. Lost my other swirly business. Here it is. Some light blue. Nope, I don't like that. Could do a bracelet with the light blue. Should I put those in there? That makes it weird with the light blue. Those have to go with the dark blue. Making it weird. I don't really care for this cat. You know what would be really good over here is something else. You know, sometimes you just have to get something else. Ooh, look at this giant Swarovski crystal. That should probably go on the dark blue, huh? Too dark. The little flower. I like this rock. This is a Lake Superior rock. But if we're gonna have that, we gotta have something hanging on it. Like what? Ooh, wait, sorry. Look at this. Take it back. Look at this. That's perfect. Your cat needs a friend. I don't know what my cat's doing at the beach, honestly. I'm just like, Bugson, go home. What are you doing? Alright, I found this. It's got a crab on it. It's got multicolored metal. And I'm going to go with it. Like so. And I'm also going to put about the same color as these guys in there so that it works. Work it out. There we go. I'm going with that one. That's what I'm going with. I ran out of bags. Some little beachy necklaces. Alright, on to the next. This is weird bracelet business. Weird bracelet business. Use these guys. Am I going to need more than this? I'm going to need a focal. Okay, going with this. Hi, good morning, everybody. Good morning. I just posted my first FOC. Lovely. So after you post your FOC, if you're new and you don't know, when I get a moment, I will go through and I will put your name on the list. And then I will make a little post for you that says, you have received a ducky for the ducky race, blah, 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 blah. And then that's how you know that I put you on the list. This one is going to be a dangly down on the end of the bracelet. We need a clasp, a silver one. Those are ginormous. Use another hook. We'll use that. Guess I'm having Wi-Fi issues. Oh no. Okay, that's a bracelet. And that's going to leave us with these guys. So these guys I want to hang down, just hang down off of the beads. And okay, these colors, no, these colors, technically, yes. And you know what? I'm gonna put this cat in here because they give it to me. So I'm dangle all these down. My cat's got a pokey part though. Well, it's his tail. I'm gonna use these little teeny tiny guys because they do have like a red, and these have like a pinkish red, like with the, you know, in the tinge. So I could do it like this, or I could use extra large, thin, round jump rings, and I can go over the top of everything. But if I do that, then they're all going to slide together. Do I want them to slide together? Do I want them evenly spaced? They're just going to look bunched up by this cat's head. Do we care about that? Is it going to look funky? Maybe funky is good. We got a funky cat. Maybe we need funky business. Maybe if we do funky business, we could put all these on here. I don't know. I'm going to say no. I think I want them spaced out like chiclets. I'm saying no to the funk. If you're wondering, yes, these are the conversations that I have with myself when I'm like, do we want that? Is this good for me? So there we go. I'm going to do with the cat. I'm going to have to go back and watch this video so I can remember what all I said. And then we have these 3 extra strands. Now, I'm not going to do anything with these. They'll probably end up in FOC or scoops or some dang thing. I don't know. And so here we have July. So, is that all for July? 1, 2, 3, 4. Four projects for July. In July, oh yeah, they don't have names. It just says, be calm. Be calm with yourself. Thank you. I might have 2 more projects for the FOC. Is that okay? Yeah, Betty. You can make as many projects as you want for the FOC, and you can post them all in the group. You only have to make 1, but you can make as many as you want. Yeah, I am still having issues with my new glasses. Oh no! I cannot read with them unless I close my right eye. Oh my lord. I might have to do 2 more projects. Yeah, sometimes it's fun when you get your stuff. Alright, you guys. So this has been the Dollar Bead Box. The Dollar Bead Box. Now, what's going to happen with these is most likely, well, not today, because today I have shipping to do, because I have your orders from yesterday. So we are going to, what I'm probably going to end up doing is I'm probably going to end up making these and then doing like a video showing them completed, question mark. Do we like that? Is that something we like? Or do we want to see the process of making them? None of them are like super crazy, like mind-boggling situation. So I thought maybe I could get away with just making them and then showing like, here's all the completed projects. I could do a before and after. I could do like a, here's what we decided to use and here's what it looks like. You like that voice? Here's what we decided to use and here's what it looks like. I love that box. Yeah, so that was July and June. June was interesting. July was fun, but of course it's oceany, so you know, that's like my jam. I don't know anybody who's not really super, like, is there anybody in the chat who is like, yeah, the ocean isn't really my thing. Like, the sea theme is not really my gig. Is there anybody out there who even doesn't like it? I mean, I could see when it gets crazy. Go back to optical. Yes, Randy, finish the projects. Sydney wants to see the process. Randy, whatever you want. You could do a short or whatever. Oh, yeah. Or you could do a live. I could do that. I missed the first box. I am a landlocked girl. Oh, well, I am too. Maybe that's why I like the ocean so much. I love the ocean. I love the ocean. I'm not oceany. Oh, Gloria's not oceany. She says no to that. That works. It will help you catch up with your boxes. I love the beach and the sea themes. I never get tired of them. Man, I missed it again. Good morning, Heather. Your decision, either decision, I'm good with it. Yes, ma'am. I have been back about 4 times already. To the eye doctor. I'm going to have to get some new glasses soon, and I'm a little concerned about that. Not a water girl. Hi. You guys are so silly. Well, good job, everybody, this morning in the chat. I hope you're all having a lovely, spectacular, amazing beading day. I'm going to jump off, and I'm going to start doing my packing and my shipping. I know I told you guys I was going to put all those beads away yesterday. Well, guess what? That didn't happen. Oh, before I go. I went on a little hiatus excursion yesterday. I would tell you about it, and you tell me you tell me what you think about it, okay? First of all, I love your desk. Thank you. I just got back from California. First of all, I went to do my errands, and I went to TJ Maxx first. I didn't find anything in there. My girlfriend told me to go to TJ Maxx and see if they had the greeny dog bones chews, because Lily has those. She has like the greeny dog chews sometimes for her breath. And so anyway, I went there, and then after that I went to Target, but we're going to circle back to Target, okay? And then I went to this crystal shop. And it's called Crystal and Rocks. That's the name of it. And I was like, oh, okay, because I'm in Bismarck. If you're new here, I moved to a new town. I'm like, okay, I would check this out. So I went in there. And I was trying to be open-minded. But you guys know me. They had the store. Okay, the store was huge. The store was huge. It was huge. It was like, I don't know, like as big as a Hobby Lobby. It was humongous. And it was so huge that it made the store look empty, right? How they had the things spaced out. So the things were like, they spaced them out like really far because they're trying to use up all this really big space, and I didn't like that. And then secondly, they had everything color coded, okay? So like they had rocks and stones and stuff. They didn't have any beads. But it's like all the rose quartz, like all the pink. So they had like, all the pinks, and then they had all the purples, and then they had all the blues, and then they had all the black, and so forth. Which is fine. But inside the color coordination, it was alphabetical. Inside the color coordination, it was then alphabetical. And if that wasn't enough, it went from the top down, and it had like pendants where they glued on bales like onto stones, and then they had earrings, and then they had bracelets, and these were all individually packed little things, and then they had chip necklace, specifically chip necklaces in these stones, and then underneath they had 2 or 3 little baskets of optional stone, like just the rock, like little pocket rocks for each stone. And I'm just like, okay. And then in the inside of this is on the walls. The inside they had tables, and on each table they had like 5 rocks, and then they had like they're just trying to fill this space up. Anyway, I talked to the lady in there, and it just felt very cold. Like It just felt very uncomfortable. Like the whole thing about it was so uncomfortable for me. And then this lady wanted to talk to me. I can only imagine because I was the only person in there, and she was probably bored or whatever. And so of course I was asking her all the questions. I'm like, oh, so have you been here long? And how long have you been in this building? And you guys like this building? Do you have other buildings? What's going on? And I come to find out they're shutting down one of their buildings because it's not making money. And the other building they have, not in the same town, they have one in Bloomington. And I was like, oh, I'm from Minnesota. Or I was like living in Minnesota, like blah, blah, blah. Do you know such and such people? People who are in the industry would know? Because especially in Minnesota. You guys know the people in Minnesota. You know Jeff from Dakota Stones in Minnesota, right? You know that he runs Dakota Stones and Goody Beads, right? Or he used to run before he sold Goody Beads. But like, in Bloomington. I'm just like, what? Okay, so anyway. The whole store gave me the heebie-jeebies. Now, I understand that I am a person who likes chaos in my beading. I like chaos in my work. I know there's people out there, you guys, probably some of you in these comments, who are like, no, we will take all of the organization. We love organization. We would love that. It freaks me out. It was giving like really scary. I was just like, I don't like this. And I don't think the crystals liked it either because they were acting very antisocial. Oh. So anyways, that happened. It was kind of sad. I was just like, okay. And I was like, okay, well, have a nice day. And I kind of feel bad. And I'm kind of one of those people who will like buy something because I feel bad. I didn't. But I was just like, okay, have a good day. I had to get out of there. I don't know anyone because they're chained to their store. They're chained to the store. Oh, yeah. So my question is do you like that kind of thing for a bead store? Do you like everything to be like super organized, or do you like chaos? I like a bit of organization, but there can be too much organization. The crystals were crying, take me out of here. I know. I'm just like, I suppose that's how they like redo their restock and their whatever, you know, like, I mean, it makes sense, but I'm just like, oh. I grew up at the Taylor's Falls Bead Store where everything's just like super chaotic, and I like that. Now my mom has super like, she doesn't like that. Like, she will barely go into the bead store at all because she can't, it like makes her upset. Makes her upset. The chaos of Bernie's backroom is half of the fun of digging through it. Specimens should be mixed with jewelry, in my opinion. That's messy. Yeah. Oh, specimens should not be mixed with jewelry. That's messy. I don't know. I was just like, okay. So there's only one other bead store here. It's called Land and Sea here in Bismarck. Is it in Mandan? Anyway, here, wherever I am. And I've been there one time. And that was before I moved here. I might go back again just to see how things are going. It wasn't going good the first time. I'm not being judgy. It really wasn't going good. The daughter like overcharged me for, or overcharged Jeff for some things. And then the prices were like way out of, like, I was like, why is this $61? Like, it was like way too much. And it was mostly rocks and like starfish, like seashells and starfish. Well, because it's called Land and Sea. And I don't know. So it was just very interesting. It looked like the mom was really into it back in the day. She's now like up there in age, going on 90. And she was trying to get the daughter to kind of take it over, but the daughter doesn't really seem interested in doing so from what I was talking with them. And, or maybe doesn't care to learn about the business aspect of it. So I don't know. That was kind of interesting. But like, that was messy to me. It was like messy and chaotic in like a good way, but also like there wasn't enough organization where things were just kind of looked like they were thrown all together and it looked not great. So, I don't know. I guess there's got to be a little bit of something going on. Okay. And then, you guys, I fully intended on doing my laundry yesterday, but then I went to Target to return the shirt and that stretchy shirt, the undershirt that I got when I was buying the slip. So I did that, and I got in there, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get my stuff, and blah, 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 whatever. I get up to the counter, and there was this little kid working there, and he wanted to was arguing with the children over at Target about their signs that they had up in the store. So there was a deal going on. You buy 3 household items for X amount of price, and you buy the 3 things, and then you get a $10 gift card. So I get all the things. As you know, I started Thunderhorse Descendant. Maybe some of you guys don't know this. If you're new here, when I started Thunderhorse Descendant, I quit my job, and Jefferson told me this money has to come from somewhere. And so I became a super couponer to make up for the money that I was not making when I started out with Thunderhorse Descendant. So I know a lot about coupons. Moral of the story. So I wasn't using coupons. It was a sale they were running in their store, blah, blah, blah. This kid, he's like 18. He's like, oh, this isn't coming up in the computer. And I was like, well, it's on the sign. And he's like, and also, like, he didn't offer to go get the sign. We were having this exchange. And he's like, well, it's not going through, and so you don't get your $10 gift card. And I was like, okay. So I did have a coupon for toothpaste, which was their coupon. It's a manufacturer coupon. So I said, well, you figure out why this manufacturer coupon for toothpaste isn't working. I'll go get the sign. And I walked off because I was kind of mad. So I went and I got the sign, and I ripped it down off the thing, and I took it up to him, and I said, here you go. And he goes, you brought the whole sign? You could have just taken a picture of it. I said, I think we need some physical evidence in this case. So we were doing that, and see, the problem was then he calls this girl over. She's a supervisor. She's 19. And she's like, yeah, this isn't on the thing. And I said, as you can see on this sign, it says Tide products, anything above $8.99. These Tide Pods are $9.99. Like, and she's like, so she gets mad, and this girl had like a really bad attitude, and she was arguing with me. So first of all, they were judgy because I'm using coupons. This is what was happening. They're mad because I'm using coupons. They're judging me because I'm using coupons. And then in addition to that, they're like, well, it's not working, and you're making a big deal about it. And so I was like, okay. So they call the manager, but he's got stuff going on, so he's going to take a minute. So this girl is like, well, this isn't on the thing, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, here's your sign. I said, here's the thing. I said, you guys are Target. You price match with other competing stores in their advertisements. So regardless of whether it's coming up, you have it advertised on your shelf, you have to uphold this price. If this was from another store, you'd have to uphold this price. It doesn't matter that it's not coming up in your computer. And these 2 kids looked at me like they didn't even know what price matching was from Target. And I was like, price matching is when you find something in an ad and you bring it to Target, Target will match that price. And they were looking at me like I was literally insane. And I'm like, okay, we're going to wait for the manager. So we're waiting for the manager. So then this other kid is telling me that my toothpaste coupon cannot be used at Target because it's a manufacturer coupon. And I was like, that's not how coupons work. I was like, manufacturer coupons work anywhere. That's why they're from the manufacturer. It absolutely means it can work at Target. And he's like, no. And this kid looks like he's never bought Tide Pods in his life. And I'm just like, this literally went on for probably like 20, 30 minutes. And I was just like, okay, well, so we're waiting. So the guy comes, the manager guy. He looks at the thing. He looks at the sign. He looks at the thing. It took about 3 seconds. And he goes, oh, yeah, I'll get you your $10 gift card. And then the girl wanted to say something to me. She said, "Oh, I guess you got your way." A 19-year-old girl said that to me in the store at Target yesterday. And I was like, when your supervisor comes back, let's talk to him about it. So he did, and she got her ass chewed. And then I proceeded to come home and call customer service to the store at the corporate level here in Bismarck, and was like, "Hey, your little supervisor Stephanie was condescending and said horrible things to me, got her ass chewed by her supervisor, and I want her fired because she doesn't know about the coupon policy. She doesn't even know that you guys do price matching." I was mad. Now, I don't suggest that, but also, who cares if you have to uphold your own pricing? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? So anyways, I got all upset about that, and then I got over it. I came home. But this is the same Target where they like triple charged me for bread the other day. And I was just like, they wanted me to bring back my $300 order so that they could scan it back in and scan it out the right way instead of just giving me $4.29 for bread. I was just like, you guys are crazy. I don't know. Up here, things are just different. So anyways, that happened. I was pretty mad about that. And then I was just like, I'm going to go home. And then I came home. And I didn't get my laundry done because my friend Matt came over for the first time and brought his daughter because he lives here. He was at the wedding. And Winter saw her first small child. And she was standing in the hallway, Winter was, and she saw Brooklyn. Brooklyn's 4. And she goes, and she just looks at her, and then she puffed all up and just went, and hissed. And I was like, oh, okay. So she does not look like children. I'm just like, oh my God. Bismarck doesn't know what hit them. I'm just like, why are you acting like I'm trying to rob your store? Like, what? That's what I don't like about it. I'm just like, you put the sign up. The sign says. Oh, and then she tried to tell me. She was like, oh, but Tide Pods don't count. Just Tide liquid. I said that's not what your sign says. Your sign says Tide. If it was specific items, it would say select Tide, Gain, la-di-da-di. But because it doesn't, it is all of the brand Tide under the P&G corporate. And she's like, no. So she pulls it up on my I pull it up on my phone, and I'm like, you see all these Tide Pods where it is attaching to? And she's like, well, yeah, but those are the higher ones. And I'm like, your sign says $8.99 and over. Like, come on. I just can't with that. But yeah, so then all that, it probably would have been fine if she would have not then been like, oh, I guess you got your way. And I'm like, oh, because you're being held to the standard in which you are setting for yourself. Like, you put this out there as a deal, and now it's a me problem. I was mad. I was just like, no, that's not happening. So anyways, I'm not real impressed with Target. Most Targets, though, I think part of the training that they do give is, because I don't know if many of you may or may not know this, I don't go to Walmart. Me and Jeff don't shop at Walmart. We don't shop at Walmart based on the principle of how they treat the employees and how, like, they stop people. So it's a whole thing. Walmart's a whole thing. Like, they time them to see how long it takes them to do a transaction, which I don't think is appropriate. And also, they don't give them health benefits, and most of those people then don't qualify. They still are, they're working full time, and they're still not qualified. Like, they still qualify to be on, like, Medicaid and, like, programs because they don't pay them enough. It's a horrible system. And these people have more money than God, and I'm just like, no. So we don't shop there. We haven't shopped there in years. So very seldomly do we ever have to go, and if we have to go, it's like a thing. So we switched over to Target, and I think when I was researching Target, when I was doing the couponing, a lot of times they teach Target employees specifically how to not uphold the coupons from the manufacturers, not necessarily their own sales, but from manufacturer coupons, like to constantly try to find ways out of those, because I don't know why, because those manufacturer coupons are like, they're being paid by the manufacturer. Like, they turn all of those in and they get money. So I don't understand why. But they teach them, instead of like, oh, how to like appropriately uphold the coupons and know about their coupon policy, they like teach them the opposite. They're like, try not to take it's like insurance. Like, try not to take it. If you I call corporate right while I'm at the register. You go, girl. You go, Gloria. It's extra work and they don't want to do it. Unimpressive local training. I agree. And I'm not normally like blah about all the things, but also like, I don't think that it's good, especially with like the big companies, when like, for example, with the bread, I very well could have been like, oh, they double charged me for bread. It's fine. It's $5 or whatever, right? It was like $4.29. But just think if every time you went to the store, you got double charged for an item, and everybody going in and out of those stores every day loses $5. It's like millions of dollars across the United States. And then if you don't say anything about it, they just keep doing it, you know? And I think that especially bigger stores, you know, like, accidents happen, but I think that they should be held accountable for those things, you know, instead of, they kind of count on people being like, oh, I'm too busy, or I don't have time to deal with this, or I'm not, even like as far as like taking things back to the store that you don't want. A lot of times they just count on people like feeling embarrassed or feeling whatever, like they don't want to take their item back, or they don't want to, like, they forget it, or they don't have time, or whatever the situation is. And it's like, that's how they keep making all that money. And it's like, you should at the very least be responsible for what you're putting out there. So I don't like to, I don't know. But yeah, the attitude, I was just like, okay, thank you. And I said, thank you. Have a nice day. I just left. It's like, whatever. It's extra work and they don't want to do it. I know. But yeah, I don't know. People get all weirdy woo about the coupon situation. I mean, I know some like some what do you call them? Extreme couponers, and they can get a little wild. I'll give them that. But like, I think they're trying to make it easier with like the digital coupons, you know, like the digital sales. Because Target, on their app, they switched over to this thing where like you just get the deals. So it used to be a thing like Walgreens, which is, don't even get me started on Walgreens. Walgreens used to do this thing, and I don't know if you notice this, but if you shop at Walgreens, please pay attention. They put out their circular thing or whatever, their ad, and it says, oh, like sodas are, you know, buy two for whatever amount of money. And they got into trouble because sometimes they put those out there and they put them in the sign and they put them on the store and they put them on the floor, and people think that, and you get to the register and then at their regular price. And then they say, oh, well, if you want that, you have to go into the app and load it onto your number or whatever, like your card. So you have to like go in and click like, these are all the deals that I want, even though they're advertised in the store, unless you go on the app and do that. And they got into trouble for that because it's misleading. And there was a lot of older folks who were getting in trouble with that. And then they would like leave and not notice, you know, and not go back because they were like, oh, maybe I misunderstood the deal. And Walgreens makes their deals so crazy, like you can barely understand them anyways. Too many store employees these days do not understand basically that they have a job because of the customers. Yeah. When they started the return tracking program. Extreme couponer here was raised by raising my 5 children. Right? And that's the thing. That's the other thing I was upset about is like, I'm like, whose business is it of this little 18-year-old kid who's being all judgy to me because I'm using a coupon, because that's the vibe. Like, oh, you're one of those people who uses coupons. I'm like, wait till you like move out of your mom's house and you have to buy Tide Pods. And they're $31.99. You know what I mean? And it's just like, but yeah, that's what I did when I started Thunderhorse Descendant. I became a couponer because that's how I made up the money, and we still got everything for our house, which was always my responsibility, like the food and, you know, personal products and things like that, the way me and Jeff split stuff down the middle. So I still had to do that. I just had to be snazzier about it. And so I'm just like, yeah, and whose business is it anyways? And quite honestly, my opinion, if they're giving out free money, which is basically what coupons are, like you follow the rules of the coupon, you get the same item, which was $5, now it's $2. Like, it kind of seems dumb that you're not doing it. Like, why would you want to pay full price? I don't think you should pay full price for anything, ever, for any reason. No, not unless it's like handmade stuff or whatever from like an artisan. Like, other than that, and you're supporting. Other than that, no, definitely not in a big box store. Anyways, that's my rant about couponing for the day. I love story time with Randy. You can use digital coupons. Oh, yeah. So anyway, the Target app has digital coupons, which are different from their deals. Although I will say, to Target's credit, Target lets you have the deals. You don't have to load them on or anything like Walgreens being crazy people. But they should just train their employees to understand what they mean, I guess, because the digital coupon that I had for the toothpaste was on the Target app. And then this kid was like, you can't use that. And I'm like, it's on your app. It's a manufacturing coupon. I can't. Coupon for laundry, gas, takeout. I did it all. Yeah. Which you can. Yeah. I was just telling Jefferson the other day because I wanted to go to the Simonson's store, because on the back of your grocery receipt, well, here on the back of the grocery receipt is a 10 cents off gas coupon that you can use over and over again at the Simonson's store. So why don't we get our gas at the Simonson's store? Because we got to get gas anyways. Anyway. So that's the goings-ons with that. All right, you guys, I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to start shipping, packing and shipping. I've got some orders. And then I'm probably going to, I don't know when I'm going to start working on this, but we will figure it out. Tomorrow, what day is it tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday. I have some, let me look at this thing. What is this? What day is it? 6/27. Excuse me. I have a Softflex thing, but I'm trying to see if it's done already. We request that you upload your video on July 30th. Okay, so we can't look at this one. Is it close enough to be worthwhile to get your gas? Yes. I do have Softflex. We're getting back on the bandwagon here, but I guess this has to be done on the 30th. It's an interesting noise. But I do have this one. Which has probably already been opened by people, but hasn't been opened by me. So maybe we'll open this one tomorrow. Because I'm catching up on my stuff. Fabulous Flamingo was this month's. Oh. Enchanted Forest is next week. Oh, huh. Sounds like seed beads in there. I don't know what's in there. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Oh no, not on that one. We won't find that out until the 30th is next week. 30th is members only bingo also. Are you guys getting your bingos cards? Bingos. Your bingo cards? That surfs up. Yeah, I gotta get back with it and figure out what I'm doing. I also have to. I have a lot of stuff I gotta do. I still have not back order. I still have restock I gotta put up because I just ran out of time. I still gotta put all the rest of the stuff that's on the website into the Golden Horizon category. We got things to do. All right, y'all. Well, thank you for tuning in for Randy's Randy rants about couponing and Target, and we'll see you tomorrow. We have ticket drawing next week too. Yes, ticket drawing is on the 29th, which is next week, and members only bingo is on the 30th, which is also next week. All right, guys, I hope you have a lovely, spectacular, amazing meeting day, and I'll see you in the next one.